It's coming. The moment you've all been waiting for. Time to do a third episode of Gift, Gaff, or Guffaw. That thing James didn't tell me we were doing more episodes of.
Once a month.
More information I would have enjoyed knowing prior to reading the teleprompter.
You know you like bragging about things we own.
You are insufferable. Today, everyone, we test you and your ability to guess if we spent rupees on things or if other people spent their own on us. You must guess how we obtained each of these items.
Was it a gift given to us by some generously or moderately rich human being?
Was it a gaff gotten as a joke? Something to put on a shelf, laugh at the story of how we got it, and never ever think about giving it up?
Or was it a guffaw, gathered after more than an hour of searching, looking, seeking, and otherwise chasing?
Make sure you make your own guesses as we show each item. Shock and awe abound as we play some more. Gift, Gaff, or Guffaw!
Our first showcase of today contains this Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom print. It's 24 by 36 inches, sits on our wall comfortably, and is beautiful. Now then, guess time. What is it, audience? Gift, Gaff, or Guffaw? Despite the fact Tears of the Kingdom is a wet stain on the Zelda series' reputation, we still have this on our wall. Proudly. Because look at it. I can't get the best photo because some tall idiot hung it on our wall where I can't reach it very well. Either way, this piece of art is a Guffaw. Layered Butter actually did this piece about 2 years ago for a convention called Fan Expo Toronto that we attended. It was our first time going, and when this artist announced this print and it looked this good, we knew we needed one. Although we had a hard time finding their booth to make the purchase, it was worth it just to have this on our wall. Game still stinks, but the art is nice.
For some reason, James snuck this Legend of Zelda manga poster into this episode, thinking our keen-eyed viewers wouldn't recognize it. I'm sure he thinks he's sly, so I'll play along. What is this, audience? A gift, a gaff, or a guffaw? This piece of wall decoration is a gift! If any of you recall, this was an extra piece attached to the gift from my coworker whose name I definitely remember. I wondered why James refused to show the actual poster when talking about the chestful of the Zelda manga. Now I understand. This piece was done by Akira Himakawa, who did the art for the entire manga as well. So while the books are locked safely in their chest, there's still a piece of the art on the wall we get to admire. Observe, everyone! As James gets several hideously misaligned videos from the Legend of Zelda Symphony of the Goddesses poster hanging on our wall, complete with so much purple it'll disguise the printing error on the poster. What do you think? Gift, Gaff, or Guffaw? Hopefully you guessed right, because this item is a gift! I attended the Symphony of the Goddesses when it visited our home state of and was brought immediately to tears upon entering the theater. I also made the decision of buying the other poster that comes with this. When he learned I bought a different poster, James set out to find this one for me and gifted it for my birthday several years ago. How kind, I guess. Ugh. Kindness. I'm not sure if any of you could know just by looking, but Wind Waker is my favorite game. That said, here's our next piece, this Legend of Zelda Wind Waker print I vigorously taped to my wall. So what do you think, guys? Gift, Gaff, or Guffaw? This piece of excellent art is absolutely a guffaw. Several years ago, right at the beginning of a convention we attended, James and Chris broke off for reasons unknown. Art draws, panels to attend, something shiny in the distance, who knows. I, being the connoisseur of Wind Waker art that I am, dashed to the artist alley to begin staking out what was there and which tables to return to. As luck would have it, I was one of the first non-table holding attendees to actually get there. The area was a desert of those without talent, so I took my first steps and was immediately stopped by this piece. Considering my vast affection for the Wind Waker adventure, a transaction was made before my brain could ask the question, should I spend this money now? And thus, I had my art, and it is now on my wall, a constant reminder of something somewhere that happened at some point in time.
Here we are again, everyone, back in front of a piece of awesome merch for a game that isn't so awesome. This Tears of the Kingdom wooden plaque that was a pre-order bonus when done through GameStop. So, is it a gift, a gaff, or a guffaw? This wooden plaque is in fact a gaff. We actually didn't pre-order the game from GameStop to acquire this. I didn't even know it was a wooden plaque until I was writing this. It was advertised to us as a cutting board, which I can see the mistake to be made. Although, what would you cut on it? Plantains? That's just about the biggest thing that could comfortably fit. We actually got this item from a claim sale. We were not actively seeking this item, but when presented at a decent price lacking the game we dislike, we jumped. We also put it somewhere stupid. Back on the wall you go, little wooden plaque.
I regret to inform none of you that this is our final item of the night. This Legend of Zelda, Symphony of the Goddesses, Wind Waker baton. I refused to let James take it off my wall. In fact, he had to get these videos when I wasn't home. He's currently in the ICU after what I did to him. Time to conduct your guesses. Gift, gaff, or guffaw. This will surprise none of you, but this meaningful piece of plastic is a gift. While attending the Symphony of the Goddesses in our home state of... I and the friend who attended with me were saddened to learn that the merch for the show had not yet shown up prior to the show's beginning. That didn't diminish the wanton awe the show then began to provide, however. As it was nearing intermission, my friend got my attention and waved me toward the door so we could be near them when the sheep were herded out for intermission. Her plan worked, and we were the first 2 patrons at the merch table, and it had been delivered during the performance. While I was giddily fawning over each and every item like a toddler with keys, my friend was gathering the items I had the strongest reactions to, the Wind Waker baton among them. Within minutes, I was the proud owner of a poster, a shirt, this baton, and a smile so wide it stayed plastered on my face for what my doctor would call an amount of time that isn't medically possible. If he had a Wind Waker baton, he would understand.
And there you have it, another several items in our collection. We consider this episode a medium difficulty one. Do you agree? How many did you get right? Do you own any of these great pieces? Did you also hang them too high for any regular human to get good videos of? What are some gifts, gaffs, and guffaws you've acquired in your life? Let us know in the comments, and this series will see you once a month for the rest of the year.
What? Once a month?